Hello. I do that every time. Oh my goodness. Okay, I had to make sure I was live on all the places. All the places. I've got to move this over. Am I live on there? I cannot tell. I have a hard time being able to tell if I'm on Instagram Live. Okay, I had to move that over here. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Lori. Okay, I don't need to see my face twice. That's very distracting. Anybody else? Anybody else find that distracting? Plan my happy life. Hello, welcome. Oh, man, I'm live on Instagram. Thank you for letting me know. Hi, Neva. I'm going to kind of just sit back and chill for a bit. I have been a crazy lady today. Coffee dyeing paper, and then I decided to try different techniques on coffee dyeing paper. So I've been doing that, and my granddaughter was helping me, and she was blowing bubbles on the back porch when I was doing that. And okay, I have to mirror my screen, otherwise it looks so weird when I'm looking at myself. I know, I have issues. It's all good. Anyway, so she was helping me and she was blowing bubbles, and then we discovered that when a bubble landed on like the coffee dyed paper that was on the table, it left these little circle marks. Super cool. So anyway, I've been doing that. I don't know, Lisa, because I haven't unfolded them yet. They're still kind of damp on the inside, and I'm afraid they're going to tear. So they're in the house now because I was afraid that leaving them out overnight with the dew and all of that. Anyway, I'm excited. I'm hoping they turn out really well. They look great wadded up, but that's no use on junk journals. So, but yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And I have been tearing books apart. So many books. So if you don't know, I sell, like, it's a vintage bundle. So it is a bundle of vintage papers. It could be newspapers, music sheets, books, atlases, ledgers. I have a book of poetry in there, and most of these are from the 1800s or early 1900s. I have an algebra book in there from like 1889 or something. Anyway, so I've been tearing those apart because I do have quite a few orders for the vintage bundle. And I wanted to, it's just easier if I can just like boop, 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 and put it in a bundle for y'all. And yes, I make those noises when I'm doing stuff. Anyway, all right, so we have some people who have joined. Hi, Carol. Hi, Allie. Hello, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so today I'm actually going to be doing something besides just sitting here chit-chatting, but I wanted to chit-chat with y'all because I like chit-chatting with y'all. And I fixed my hair. I fixed my hair for y'all because today all my hair has just been piled up into a clip because, well, it's Texas and it's like 70 something degrees. The sun was shining. It was a beautiful day for coffee dyeing paper. I will say that. Hi, Ro. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing today. Lainey did help me a lot. She helped me separate because one of the books that I separated was from 18 something. It was called Munsey's Magazine. And thanks, Allie. But it's a book, but written like a magazine, and it was from 1879 or 69, one of those two. But some of the pages were nothing but pictures, beautiful pictures. Okay, here's a funny story. And then some of them were just words. And so Lainey was helping me separate the pages, and I said, okay, we're going to put the picture ones in one pile, and if it's just words, put it in another pile. Well, I was on video chat with Rochelle, and I was like, oh, look, these are some really pretty pictures. And Delaney's over here. She's like, all I've seen is pictures of naked people. Y'all made me laugh so hard. Because, back in the day, like Michelangelo and all of that, I mean, the portraits, the women just didn't have tops on, and they were just all voluptuous and hanging out everywhere, and little cherubs in there. What did ladies say? I see booty cheeks. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. So here I am looking at like full, like either, bust up or whatever, like really pretty, and she's over here got all the naked ones. So funny. Anyway. Funny story. All right, so today we're going to be working on week 2 of the challenge, which is 4-in-1 book page pocket. So who's ready to flip it around? And let's get to crafting. There we go. All right. Okay, now... yeah, it was really funny. She is a funny girl. Oh no, look what I didn't do. I didn't put my pen back in my glue. Okay, hopefully that's not too terribly bad. Alrighty then. Okay, so I pulled various different book pages. I have music. This actually came out of a, this is from the 50s. But it came out of a syllabus. Like it was a notebook full of like what was going on in the class, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I have that. This is a very interesting book because I took this book apart, and let me just tell you, there are so many interesting things in here. It is a wonder how kids from the 60s and 70s, we had to survive our parents because they had the most misinformation on being a parent. I can't even tell you. Like some of the stuff I've read in here, I was like, no wonder we're jacked up. So anywho, and then this page is a from one of the big atlases. So I had an atlas book that was this big. So the key is to have rectangular pages. Okay, most book pages are rectangular. They're taller than they are wide. So most books, that is it. So this is one example. Okay, and then this is another example. This one, I cut the tips off. I don't like the tips. I just don't. Some people do. It gives it character. Great, good, whatever. I personally am like, no, I don't like the tips. It looks weird to me. So that is what we're going to be making. So I'm going to make quite a few, and then we're going to decorate some. Okay, I'm pretty sure I only need to do one music one. When Irish Eyes Are Smiling. I think I'm going to do the one without the picture because sometimes the pictures get, what's the word I'm looking for? Convoluted. Happy Piggy's back. Anyway, so convoluted. Is that the right word? That's a big word. I don't know if it's the right word. It doesn't matter now because I forgot what sentence I used it in. So welcome to my world. Okay, I don't feel like getting out the paper trimmer. So we are just going to tear off that part like that, right? I don't want that. Okay, let's do this one first. And the reason I want to do this one first is I'm excited because the vintage music box is almost done, and it will be coming to y'all next week. And so I thought, you know what? I can do one of these pockets for my vintage music. Okay, so what you're going to do, and it does help to have some kind of measuring thing, even if you just put a ruler. Say you don't have a mat, if you just put a ruler, make it straight. So what you want to do is take this point, okay, and then you're going to fold this point up. And you want them to be, now the closer together, right, the closer your pockets are going to be. The further apart, the bigger your pockets are going to be. Now, I wouldn't do it too far So let's see, inch-wise, I want to say my happy place is at 2 inches apart. But you want the tip of both of these sides to be the same height. Okay, so I'm going to move that ruler because that's just not going to be for a loop. And I am using the lines on my mat. Can y'all see, am I in frame? Do I need to zoom in? Hi, Amber. Let me know if I need to zoom in. I'm going to wait because I don't want y'all to miss something because you can't see it. Hi, Sherry. Sherry has joined over on Instagram. Hello, hello. Looks good and clear. Okay, so you want this point and this point to be the same height, right? Mine are 2 inches apart, give or take-ish. Okay, and then we're just gonna fold. This is like the easiest thing in the world. I know it sounds super complicated when I'm like doing these points, but that is the most important thing of this whole project. So you fold it, and then you put this, see this little pocket right here? So we're gonna bring these together. And this little pocket, there we go, it's gonna fit inside of that. So I kind of just make it go. Like you can feel the paper, this paper moving into that pocket. And when I don't feel it moving anymore, like it's like, okay, that's it, that's as much as I can do. That is when we fold it down, okay? So here we have it, like that. Now, when you look at it like this, it's like, oh my God, how did you do that? It's very simple. Like I said, I don't like these tips. So you could cut them or you could just fold them down and glue them, whatever makes your soul happy. I'm going to cut them. Okay, so this gives us, hang on, let me cut them because it throws me right off if I don't. And I am just cutting straight across. So from this point to that point, I just cut it straight across. Okay, now let me get some tags out because that is the easiest way to demonstrate pockets. Pockets. Okay, so we have one pocket, two. Oh, that's so big. 3 and 4. I'd probably put a smaller pocket, but you get it. Now, that's 4 pockets. If you were to glue this on a page, okay, let's just say this is a journaling page, all right, and I were to glue it down on a page and just do the sides and the bottom, I could actually use this, right? So this would be open and that could be another pocket. So it could technically be 5 if you wanted it. Hi, Michael. Sorry I'm late. I'm playing in my craft room, lost track of time. Oh, I know. That is the bane of my existence right there. Okay, so y'all see how it's 4 by itself. So you could fill this up and send it to a friend, Happy Mail, whatever. Or if you put it in your journal and you glued the sides and the bottom, it could actually hold 5, whatever. Tags, journaling cards, little bits of ephemera. Again, whatever makes your soul happy. Okay. I'm all about happy souls. Okay, so I'm going to set these to the side. Now, it is key before you glue down, because you do need to glue this bottom part. Now that you see where all of your folds are, I personally would undo them and, excuse me, ink them. Okay, ink up the folds and the little things. And some of it I may not see, and that's okay, but it's better to do too much than not enough. That's how I eat. Oh my gosh, that was not near as funny as I made it, but it was funny to me. Mainly because I started counting calories and really watching what I'm eating. Y'all, I love food way too much. I need to find another love of my life. Need to do one of those, oh, if you feel like eating, just go craft. Girl, I would be in here 24/7. Stephanie is hungry. She's in her craft room. Oh, I forgot that one up there. So, you know, you just have to kind of see where the fold is. And there we go. That is nice. So the only thing that on this one that you need to glue is the very bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to take art. Try doing... I like this pocket. I'm going to have to try these. Oh my God, that box. What box? What box are we talking about? Okay, so I am going to glue the very bottom, you know, just a strip of glue. I don't want to put glue on this page. The grab boxes from Michaels. Oh, see, I don't like surprises. And I'm so afraid if I get a grab box from Michaels, it's going to be full of fake flowers or some nonsense that I'm never going to use. They stress me out, so I just don't get them. Even though I know it's only like $5, still. I'm like, But I always look at like people who do those and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. Okay, so here is our pocket. Okay, so I'm going to fold a few more, but this is the one I think I'm going to decorate. So I'm going to fold a few more just so y'all can see the folding again. This one has a lot of blank space. I don't know how that is going to play out. I'm kind of thinking I need to take it off. So let's just go ahead and follow my instinct here, because it's the same amount on both sides, so I'm not going to be cutting into any words. And let's just do it like so. Now, this is a pretty fragile book, pages, so I'm just trying to be careful. Sorry, I get messages on my Fitbit, and usually I don't care. But I do have my phone is on Do Not Disturb. Not that I'm using it, but my husband is out of town. And so I just want to make sure, you know, that's not him. Okay, so same concept. This is still a rectangle, so we're going to do it. What is this? Vertical? And this is just going to be a small one, right? So let's do it right here. Get the points up at that line. So the points are right there. And you have to make all the noises. When you craft, you have to make all the clicking noises and all the fancy things. Okay. So this, now see, I didn't make them very far apart. So that is going to be, I wonder if I should put it in this way. Fold. So you can go inside the left or the right. So I'm going to take this part and put it through here. And let's see how that works. Well, apparently, because this is a smaller one. But, you know, I've made small book, like with regular book pages. Okay, that doesn't seem like it's going to be happy. So let's go over here. And maybe I messed it up because I cut off the sides. Because because it doesn't look like we're going to have much of a pocket there or there. So you know what? I kind of messed the integrity up, but this is what happens. That's okay. All right, so that's going to be used for something else. All right, here's one. We're not going to cut the sides. We're not going to do anything with it. And let's do this. And I said about what, 2 inches. So that's 1, and that is 2. No, I said 3, 2 or 3. You know, again. All right. Well, this, I didn't realize half of this page was blank. The whole back side is blank. All right. So I am going to turn it like that. So I have writing. We're going to squish it together. Okay, that one's not happy either. Okay, I'm going to do it this way. If you, at first you don't succeed, you just keep trying, okay? All right, so I'm going to pull this up. And we're going to go like that. Fold. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Are we? Are we cooking with fire, Stephanie? Like, oh, you're on a live and you can't edit this, so now we are just going to look like a bumbling idiot. You know what? This is just the way crafting goes sometimes. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it's just not. See, I don't like the way that looks. I do not like it at all. Okay, what if I put this on this side? It's just not coming together very well. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to keep playing with this one. I just feel like the bigger I make it, it needs to be smaller. Because the bigger I make it, the further the pockets are. That's my story, and I'm just going to stick to it. Okay, so that is a little bit better. So the 2 inches is a bit better. We're going to do it like that. Okay. And the pockets are going to look a little different because the paper size and shape and all of that. Well, the shape is the same. It's a rectangle. And again, I'm cutting off the tips because I don't like them. And it's at an angle. But we're not gonna fret over that. We're just gonna cut it. We're gonna whittle it down to absolutely nothing because that's just what I do. Alrighty. Sam Bell Mom, welcome. Go back to 2. Yeah, I know. I'm excited for the music box. Michael, you're going to love it. And then you're going to be like, I'm going to have to go get a denim box, except they might be sold out by then. I think there's only 2 left. So 1, 2, 3. And again, I would have a small one to go in that little tuck right there. Okay, so that's 4. And then if you put it on a page, that would be 5. And then you ink it up on the folds. Okay, do I have another page? Okay, this is the atlas, and this is a big page. Well, it came from the atlas. Okay, so we're going to put this right here. I'm going to turn it, get my little point up to a point. right? And 1, 2. Get that going. And fold and tuck. And sometimes it really does tuck better on the other side. You just have to play with it. Okay, this is a really big page. Come on. This reminds me of making like what, paper hats. Get my finger in there. Okay, that is where it's going to fold and fold. Okay, so bigger pages work better in my opinion. And we are just going to cut straightish across. I say straightish because y'all know I cannot cut straight to save my life. As I was telling Lori, I was like, if someone offered me $1 gazillion to cut something straight, I would lose. I would still be very poor. Yeah, I just can't. I cannot cut straight. Even with the ruler, even with a ruler, I cannot cut straight. It always ends up as a slant. I don't know how I do that. I'm just very special that way. Very, very unique. All right, so I'm going to ink this up. So I like the way the bigger pages look. And then once it's all decorated, it's going to look amazing. So I'm fixing to decorate the music one. And then if I have time, I will decorate this one as well. I really didn't want to unfold it. I'm just being kind of lazy here. Because it's a fragile piece anyway, because it is old. So I didn't want to have to like undo it again. All right, so there we have it. I just used an atlas page. I wonder how a map page would look folded into this pocket. Well, let's find out. Oh, I am here if nothing to accommodate, right? Where is the actual map? So that was a big atlas book. And I mean, it was full of all sorts of things, including maps. So it had a lot of history and pictures. So it had a lot of pictures in it, you know, that kind of thing. So here is an actual map. And so we are going to fold it up like this. I'm just being very careful with my folds. I just don't want it to rip, you know? There we go. Just keep kind of maneuvering it. But because it has so much excess around it, I feel like it just covers up the map a lot, and most of the picture ends up on the back, and there's not a whole lot you can do about that. Because let's say if I did it opposite, right? Here, let me do. So, and this is how you just figure out, okay, I like it this way because this is on the front, this is on the back, what have you. You just have to play with it. So that's 1 and that's 2. Are we doing 2 or 3? I don't remember. 2, I think. There we go. So we're going to fold it this way now and just see if that makes any difference at all. And you may get a little more on the front side, right? So if I fold it like that, you do get a little more, like especially right here, but all of that is, and I folded it a little too much. Go out. There we go. But I'm afraid to like clear off all this stuff because the last time I cut a page, it kind of messed up how it actually worked. So that's what it would look like. Give or take, kind of, sort of. All right. Okay, so I have this one and the music one. So the music one we're going to decorate first. And I have no clue. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm going to do. So we are just going to play. And I want, let me see. Get out the black ribbon lace rickrack. Okay, here's some black rickrack. Oh, this is nice. I might use that. Oh, and then I do have some music lace. And look at that. I have that as well. So pulling that, I don't want silver. That's too white. See, that's cream and that's cream. So I think I'm good with that. That's kind of big. I'm going to leave this out because I may need to dig in here for something. But for right now, we are going to use some of this. And what else do I have that I can put? I'm just looking through some of my die cuts just to see. I may do some books. I have these floral books, maybe. That's nature. No. What is this? Oh, that's the... I mean, there's my default birds. Oh, what did I just drop down in there? What are these? Oh, I might use some of those. Woohoo! I forgot about those. Okay, I'm going to set those to the side. All right, let's just see what we have here. So, the music, this is just like this. But how fun would that be just to kind of go across the bottom, right? Okay, it actually goes like this. Because then you can't really tell that that is glued, if that makes sense, at the bottom. So I could put that at the bottom. I do either want rickrack going across here, or this one. I don't know which one. So nice. I need to try this. Yes, you do. Everybody should. Okay, so I have this one that I can put across like that. What to do, what to do. And then I have the rickrack. So I don't know if this is too much because I have the music down here. So I'm going to kind of put the rickrack up there and we'll see. So this is going to go at the bottom. This is probably going to go on a tag that goes inside of here. So that's probably what that is going to do. If I put it on here, it's too matchy-matchy, but on a tag, it would kind of make it stand out. So I know this is going down here. Do we want the rickrack or do we want the other ribbon? I just literally yelled out loud, yes. The first top option. Okay. So while I'm waiting for more people to tell me if they want rickrack or the top option, I'm going to get Glenda ready for the bottom, the music. Nobody else has any comments on which one of these we're going to use? All right, Glenda, you hot? Are you hot, lady? Let me go ahead and cut this. All right. Top. All right. I think y'all want me to use the top. I think that's the feeling I'm getting from everybody. Okay. So I am going to go right, and I'm going to cut it a little bit because I can cut a little more off if I have to. And this little piece right here wants to act like a heathen. Okay. Put that up there. All righty. So let me twist and turn 600 ways to Sunday, because that is how I roll. And put that right there. Now you are not allowed to stick to anything else. Okay, so I know that is a possible problem. So I'm just going to put this just right here, just in case a little glue gets on it or whatever, then it doesn't stick to what I am doing like that. See? Because that would have been a mess. Okay, putting Glenda back up there. And there we go. All right, so we have that. Let me just trim this little bit off. Okay, so good to go. All right, now I don't have any music ephemera. It's not, it's made, it's not cut though, for the box. And I wouldn't want to spoil it for y'all. But these little die cuts right here, these are part of the Patreon that went out this month. So Bluebonnet and Yellow Rose both get like die cut packs, and Yellow Rose gets die cut packs and paper pack that's exclusive to Patreon. And I forgot about these. And again, I don't know if I'm going to use these or if I'm going to use something else. I think I'm going to use something else, but I just wanted to see if any of these looked good. But I think, as much as I love them and I will use them probably on the Atlas one, I think these are what I'm going to put on the front. Okay, so these are my Victorian ladies, and are they not stunning? Like, oh my goodness. So she could go there. I could have one here. She might have to go up higher. Let's see, because I do have all the sizes. So I have little ones and big ones. Now, if we wanted a pop of color, ooh, I like that. I like that pop of color. What do we say about that one? And maybe a sentiment right there, right? Instead of another lady, I can do a lady, and then I can do a sentiment. Like some of the sentiments I made on the March Madness, where I just made a bunch of these, right? Now, I don't think I did any with red, but there is some green. So, okay, I'm standing up. I'm like so excited. Okay. Where are we at? Top, what is PM? The top one. Michael keeps typing PM, and I don't understand. And maybe he's not saying it. It just says PM by his name. What does that mean, Michael? I want to know why you have the cool stuff. Okay, so the color, that looks awesome. Okay, good. All right, I caught up on comments. All right, I want to see. Oh, this one would be good. Maybe? I don't know. Or when it says notes, because like, you know, do I have a green one that says notes? Probably not. Story, antique. No. Okay, so don't mix them up because then you'll be mad. All right, so I have another thought, right? Because I like the lady in red. Okay, so I like her. It's under your name, like on your comments. It has PM. Maybe I'm the only one who can see that. I don't know. I had a thought, and I better hurry up and capture it because it'll be gone. Lickety split. Okay, so I really like the telegram. But I'm thinking I have some little pink flowers, so maybe I just do a little bit of layering, right? With some pink. Where are my... Do I have them in here? Yes, my vintage flowers. This is a different pink or red or coral. I don't know. It more matches like this. Kind of. Sorry, I don't know if I was on screen. Leave it up to Allie to find the song. Okay. Oh, maybe these. No, that blue's knocking it right off. So I can do that. Oh, I do like that. What do we think about that? Because once I add stuff in, the stuff sticking up is going to cover that up, right? So, like, yeah. Because I can put something really, a tiny little tag in here and position it just right. But I think I like that. So, yes, you love it. Awesome. Okay, and so now we just need to do a little... And that's the thing when you're doing pockets, just don't forget, I mean, like we want to maybe, oh, I forgot that had sticky stuff, decorate every single one of those. But once you put a tag or a journal card or what have you in there, it's going to cover it up, which is fine. You do what makes you happy. It's just a friendly reminder that, because I've done, I'm like, oh, I've used some of my favorite stuff for something that's so pretty and I'm in love with it. And the moment I put a tag or whatever, I'm like, oh, well, snap. It covered it right up and now I don't see it anymore. So just some food for thought. That is all. Carry on. Okay. And the lady. And voila. Right? So like I said, if once I stick a tag, where's my example tags? Once I stick a tag in here, anything I decorated on here would be gone. Same with any of those things. So again, whatever I stick in here, it can be a little something. It doesn't have to be anything that's going to cover her up. So aside from creating tags to go in there, which I might do, I would stamp a number. Oh, like up here on the blank spot. That's not a bad idea. I don't think I have my numbers over here. My numbers are on the other side. But that is a very good idea, Piggy. Oh, I dropped my thing on the floor. Okie dokie. All right, so that one, and then I want to decorate the whatchamacallit one. This one. Okay. So I want to decorate that. Put this I'm going to save for the music journal, though. I love that I created that for that. So I try to keep that in mind. I know what journals I'm working on or what's coming down the pike, so to speak. And so I do try to keep that in mind when I'm making stuff. Otherwise, I end up with so much stuff that I can't even figure out what to do with it, except put it in Happy Mail for the top contributor, right, Miss Sharon? Miss Sharon was the top contributor in the group, and she got her Happy Mail, and it was all the stuff I had made from the February challenge, minus a few things that I did keep. Like, I ain't gonna lie. So she that was her prize for being top contributor. Okay, I am looking for, I don't know yet, some big, beautiful lace. What do I have? I'm liking that. Oh my gosh, I just stabbed myself with a pin. Good gravy, that hurt. Okay, so flip you over. You are dangerous. There was some lace in here that I wanted to maybe try. Oh, wherefore art thou? That's kind of white, but I can ink it up if I wanted to. Ah, there you are. This is what I was looking for. This lace right here. Okay. I'm so glad, Sharon. And thank you for sharing in the group. You know, it's hard for us creators when we send out stuff and we just never know if it is received. So thank you so much for sharing in the group. Okay, I am going to cut this out. Okay, don't be afraid to cut your stuff up. Because it's not going to work for me like that. But I want this piece. So we're going to cut it up. And I'm going to cut in, because this is like just netting that it's on. I'm trying to cut around and get as much of the netting off because I don't want to like see a bunch of it, right? So trying to cut close, but not so close that I end up cutting the embroidered applique. Yeah, I'm concentrating, so sorry I got quiet. Okay. All right, all of you off. So I want to put this there, but I'm not going to commit yet. Because I want it right there, and I don't like that that's hanging off. Or maybe I put it right there. Okay, so this part, so I'm going to cut this off and use the trim. Because sometimes these pieces of lace or trim or whatever you want to call it are just so big that it's hard to use. You know what I mean? So sometimes cutting it up is your best option. So whenever you're looking at your stuff, don't look at it as a whole sometimes. Sometimes you can look at it as pieces and it will make more sense. Because that can go right there. Okay. Did I even glue that? No. It's funny. That's almost long enough. Maybe if I stretch it to go there. But I don't know if I want that there. I think, honestly, if I use this, I'm going to do some pink. Now, speaking of pink, and I bet none of these, this one has some pink and gold. Has a little bit of pink right there. That has some pink, but a lot of blue. That's red. But I think this is overkill. Yeah. Okay, I do like that one. And it does have some pink. That has some pink. And things don't have to be super matchy-matchy. It can just be pretty. All right, where are we at? Oh my, you fussy cut lace. I did. And I will say this. It was much easier than fussy cutting paper. Okay, I'm going to grab a drink. Are you talking about here? Where are you talking about it calls out for a number? Here, where? Like if I have something like say where the applique is or the die cut or one of these, I want to know. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, I need to get pink lace. Okay, I think I can let me put some of these up because I will have an avalanche and I can't afford to do that. So let me put these. I thought there was a pen up here, but I think I used it for the other one. Oh my goodness, look at all of these that have joined me over on Instagram. Beth and Becca, hi. And C. Argyle. Just anywhere blank. Okay, I will find a number when I get up to go get my pink lace. I will grab a number. Okay, grab a number. And all right, I got numbers, and where is my pink lace? Is right here. Oh. Welcome everybody who has joined over on Instagram. Thank you. All right, I have my numbers. Let's see. I have that. I don't know why one of my favorite numbers is just 5. Weird, right? Like, look, it is that one and 9 are my most used numbers. Okay. It's kind of big. Okay, I'm playing. Ooh, I think I'm gonna do it like that. All right. Lacey woke up. Let me do. I don't want it stark, so let me try graphite. Okay. I'm gonna do a number for Piggy. 5 is a swaggy number, all curvy and straight. You go 5. Oh my goodness. Allison, I have a feeling that if we were ever together in public, we would get into so much trouble. I don't know why I feel that way, but okay, I may have a visitor soon. Hello, Miss Ma'am. My little sleepy girl. She was taking a nap in the window. Here, is that in your way? I don't want you to knock it over. She's like, oh, there's new stuff on Mommy's desk. I must investigate. Say hi, Lacey. Oh, now she's stretching. Hello, pretty girl. Hello. You know, your cat hangs out in she's a really fluffy cat, and especially her tail and her backside, she has little pantaloons. You know, that's what that's called, like on the back when they have a lot of fur around their butt and their legs. They're little pantaloons. I did not know that. But now y'all do, so you're welcome. Anyway, she forever has. Now I don't know if I like that anymore. I think it's these things throwing me off. Okay, I'm going to just leave it there for the moment. I do like that. Okay, this may have to go. And I may end up doing something else right there. Let's see. And that's the thing, like, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to do something different. Right? Right. Of course it is. Okay. I'm just looking. No, I don't like the shape. Okay, actually have something else in my mind, if I can find them. Where are you? Oh, there's the drawer. Oh, I'm stretching. Can I reach it? Oh, I think so. I did it. Woo. Okay. The only thing I don't like about this book is I cannot, for the life of me, see. But I know this has some gold tones. I just need something smaller. There's just a pink. I'm a-looking. Thank y'all for being patient. I mean, but y'all are here hanging out. I mean, this is the process. This is the real process. Because I don't... Oh, would that look good? Okay, you need to move. See, it's one thing I love about clear stuff is that you can do like this. Not that's too big. I think that's too small though. Oh, maybe this one. I'm gonna regret pulling it off if I don't like it, but I think this is it. I think so. We're gonna try it. Okay. And it's okay that it's sideways. And that is there. That is happening. So we have some gold. Beauty is all around. We have a little flower, and it's not making it bulky. So perfection. I do have a supervisor. What about the postage stamp? Sorry, I didn't. Do you see her little paw? She's she's playing with stuff. Sorry, I didn't see that in time, but I really like the flower look. The only thing I don't like about these is how freaking shiny they are. It is ridiculous. Okay, so that's a little bit better. It's not as shiny. You know, see it? Okay, so that is there, and I'm going to ink this up. Ink, ink, ink. What are you doing? I'm sorry. I love my cat. She entertains me to no end. And let's stick that right there. And I still need to add some lace. She's bored now. She's going to get down. Okay, I have tried this glue and I am not a fan. So I'm going to go back to my Scotch glue. It's very soft. Like it just smears where I don't like it. So but that's me. I don't like it. Okay, these are going to get saved for something else. Now I'm incorporating I said pink, but I'm wondering if that would look good. Right? Because of the golden kind of color. Or maybe I should just use this on a tag. Because I feel like it's a little out of place. Let's see. So I can just put a wee little bit of lace down here. And then right there. All right, that's what I'm doing. That is what I am doing. Come on, under. Okay, and then put this up. What a great way to store lace. Yeah, so I have them like this, but then I also have them on plain cards. Because I ran out of the plastic cards, and I just got plain cards and put them on there. So, and then it goes, this is a long drawer that fit in my Calyx little wine rack thing. It's hard to explain, but one day I'll take a picture and I'll send it. I'll show y'all. These are hard to find because you have to have a very specific size. And, oh, Lord, it took me a hot minute to get enough for my Calyx shelf. All right, so we're going to do this. And, yeah. Journal with Nairi. Is that Nairi? I don't know very many Nairis, so if you are Nairi, like the Nairi that I know, let me know. How do you decide between glue stick and wet glue? Okay, so if it's a big item like this, I'll probably use a glue stick. Sometimes I'll use our glitter glue if it's handy. But most of the time it's just a glue stick because it's a bigger item and it's flat. If I need precision, it is definitely art glitter glue, which is wet. I don't like wet glue. Art glitter glue is about the only wet glue that I like, mainly because it dries very fast. And it doesn't like make your paper gross. I do not use Fabri-Tac or any kind of tack. I don't like them. They are too wet for me. Mod Podge, and I know that says I'm saying it wrong, and I don't care. It's my way. But Mod Podge, I only use it for covers or what else? I don't think there is anything else I use it for that I can think of off the top of my head. Because even when I do decoupage with napkins, I use a glue stick. I don't like wet glue. It warps pages. It seeps through. It's just a pain in the butt to use. So most of the time it is art glitter glue for precision. If it is paper to paper, like die cuts, stuff like that, it's probably a glue stick or art glitter glue. And for stuff like this, it's my glue gun. I am a glue gun fanatic. I use my glue gun all the time. So this is my favorite glue stick, Piggy. So I tried the Oohoo, whatever that's called. I don't know. But I use the Scotch Permanent glue stick. This is my favorite glue stick. So, but I like to be able to say, because people ask me, well, have you tried this? And I'm like, no, because, I'm old and I get stuck in my ways. And so I do kind of try to branch out and try other things because you never know. I may fall in love with it. So far, I have not. Like, I used Fabri-Tac one time. Y'all, that was enough to make me want to quit junk journaling. It was awful. It stinks. It leaks out everywhere. It is just a hot freaking mess. And it's so wet. And went to a retreat and we were using Fabri-Tac because we were putting down a cover. And the lady was just like, oh, just smear it with your finger. Ma'am. No, if I have to smear stuff with my finger, no, I can't. I just can't. So I don't. That is a me. That is definitely a me problem. So I hope that answered your question. Probably not. I probably just gave you like 700 different things that didn't answer your question. We have committed to the flower. Why? I'm sorry. It just didn't fit anymore. I don't use Fabri-Tac either. Good, I'm glad. Smear with the finger. No, thank you. I'm with you. I can't. No. Like, it's bad enough when I, get glue on my finger because I put a little too much or whatever. But to seriously, no. And again, to each his own. If you like smearing glue with your finger and that makes you happy and it gets the job done, do it. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm just here to answer the questions according to my taste and what I like. That is so pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. So this would be good for my really big, what is that? Not a pocket, a tag. Like, this is a template, obviously. But look at how nice that fits, and it would stick up so pretty. So these templates I do have on the website as well. Love, love, love them. I use my templates all the time, and not because I don't know how to cut out a tag. I very much know how to cut out a tag. What I use these templates for is, I'm going to show y'all, because I just hear people going, well, what do you use them for then if you already know how to cut out a tag? Well, let's see. Shall we? Oh, just give me a momento while I'm looking for some paper. All right, y'all just talk amongst yourselves. Don't mind me. Okay, perfect example. All right. So we have this kind of paper, right, that has beautiful stuff on it. And we have already discovered and discussed, not discovered, but discussed, that I can't do anything straight. Oh, this is a good example too. Okay, so with this template, I can see exactly where the pictures would be on the tag, and then I can cut accordingly, right? So if I want this lady at the top, right, and I want to make sure that she's centered, then I put it here. I can see that's exactly where I want it, and I can cut it out. There are different sizes and different shapes. I have pockets. So same thing with the pocket. If I want a side pocket, right? And then I'm like, okay, that's perfect. So it fits everything, whatever the case may be. And if I want that butterfly, then I just bring it over. So this is the pockets, or a pocket, but really I was here too. And here's some of the other tags. But that's what I use my tag templates for. Again, it's not because I don't know how to cut out a tag. It's because I want to be able to see what I'm cutting out and how it would look, right? So I don't like any of those and how that looks. And I'm hoping, so really I was looking at this one. But so I want this. Let me show you something else. Come on, get up. There we go. Okay, the templates are great. Yeah, Carol has some. So let's say I want this right here, okay? But this is going to cut off my butterfly. So I am just going to do this, right? So the tag is going to be obviously a little bit shorter, and that's okay. But I know that it is only going to have this butterfly, not a piece of a butterfly, and the flower. And I think that is amazing. So I would just take a pencil and, draw around and then cut it out. And I have the perfect tag in my book. Or if I wanted, these 3 butterflies, I would have to maneuver a little bit. I may end up missing this, but that's okay. Or I can go over a little bit and get more of the butterflies. Right? So it's just a way to utilize the scrapbook paper in the way that you want to, and making it straight and not guessing, because I don't like guessing. And I can't draw straight for nothing. So that's that. And then, so y'all ready for one more amazing thing? Yes, I know it has nothing to do with what I'm working on, but that's okay. I just love sharing. I love sharing new things with y'all because it makes me happy. Okay, this one. So I'll show you this one. I've been making, and this one too, covers out of Amazon packages, right? So these both are from an Amazon package, like the blue package that you get. Where is it? Oh, it fell. So this is the cutting mat from the Dollar Tree, right? So if you go to the Dollar Tree in the kitchen section, they have those plastic cutting mats, 2 in a package. So this is one whole one. It is the perfect size for the Amazon package journals. Okay, and this is 8.5 by 11. Like all the papers in here they start out 8.5 by 11. Some of them I had to cut down or fold because they were longer, but this is 8.5 by 11 paper. Fits perfect in the Amazon cover. So I was like, I want a template because I can't cut straight, and a lot of fabric, and this one is the prime example. A lot of fabric has this kind of stuff on it. So I wanted to be able to, there's no signatures in there, but I wanted to be able to determine and make sure that I was going to have that bird. So the line is going to be the spine. This is the front, because the front is on the right-hand side when you look at it like this. And so I was able to line this up on the big piece of fabric and get it exactly the way I wanted it. So this, if you're using, now this is not big enough if you have a regular journal, like when I say regular journal, like this with a big spine or whatever, this isn't big enough for that. But for these little ones, it is perfect. So you can, so I did, I laid it on the material, I maneuvered it, moved it the way I wanted it, and then drew around it, cut it out, and it was perfect to go on the inside. And then I just added paper and all the things. So that is why I like templates so much, is because I can get exactly the pictures that I want, where I want them, and make sure it all lines up perfect. It's great. Okay. Any questions? Any thoughts? Anything before I go? So we made this one, and we made the music one. And then I talked a whole bunch. I mean, I made those other ones. So, this one I made from a bird book page. But it kind of folded funky. I don't know what happened with that. And this one was from another something. Thanks, Piggy. So I love these. They are a lot of fun to fill. Like I said, you know, tags, journaling cards, little bits and pieces of ephemera. Like this is just a little bit, but that little bit would go perfect, like right in here. Now you can glue this down if you wanted to, so you have a definite pocket. I don't stress about that because I never know what I might want to put in there, and I don't want to limit myself. So I generally don't worry about that. But like here's just a journaling card that can go like right here. It doesn't have to be a tag. So, anywho, look at those beautiful journaling cards. I don't know where these came from. I probably cut them out of something, but that would look good, right? To go right there. So anyway, you get the idea. It doesn't have to be always tags. It can be other stuff. So, yep, that's it. That's all I got. Y'all have anything for me? Did you use the art glue on the fabric and the Amazon package? Okay, so no. I don't know if you're going to believe me when I tell you. Okay, so I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to do a video on it, but just real quick. So the first thing I do is I cover the Amazon package so y'all can see. This is the Amazon package. It's the bubble mailer. Okay, I cover it with brown paper because a lot of the fabric is, you can see the words through it. So I just cover it with brown paper. And the funny thing is Amazon provides those as well, because I have these packages. So I just tear these open and I glue it where this is, you know, glued down, and then it's just brown. So it's recycling at its best. Okay. I used a glue stick. I took my glue stick and I smeared it on the bubble mailer, and then I put this over the top. I got my fabric and I glue stick, stuck the fabric on top, smushed it out really good. And then on the inside, you know, where the fabric folds over, I don't think I have an unfinished one, but you know where the fabric folds over this way? I use the glue gun. So I put a bead of glue, folded, smushed it down. Bead of glue, folded, smushed it down. So I used a glue stick and a glue gun for all of these. So I have a few more up here. So all of these. Does this one have, yeah, this one has an inside too. But where this fabric goes down, I just use the glue gun. And it's holding, like it's perfectly fine. Yeah, because here's the thing with the glue stick, you just want it to be able to stick down. What's really holding it is when you fold the fabric over and you're gluing it like with the glue gun and, you know, smushing out the glue so you don't feel that ridge. This, in essence, is really what's holding the fabric on. I could probably literally not glue the fabric here at all and just fold it over and glue it, and it would be perfectly fine. But yeah, I use the Scotch permanent glue stick. I didn't use this one. I used the white one. This one's blue, and it just made me nervous. I know it says it dries clear. I just didn't know how it would react to fabric, so I used the Scotch. And I mean, it's not coming up. Like there's no bubbles, no anything. Because even with Mod Podge, I had to recover an entire journal because the Mod Podge will seep through the fabric because the fabric was too thin. And you know, it's a shame that we have to be so careful with the kind of fabric because of the glue. So I'm just finding ways that make me happy, if that makes sense. So maybe because I'm gluing it on paper and then fabric, the glue stick holds better. I don't know. Thank you, Sylvia. But anyway, so that is a whole nother lesson for a whole nother day. But I will be doing a video on covering a Amazon package and how I do that. So stay tuned. Those are all coming. You know, it's March Madness for me, so I'm putting out 20-minute videos every day. Well, except for the weekend. I planned poorly. So yeah. Anyway, guys, y'all rock. Y'all are so awesome. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Thank you for joining me on Instagram. Thank you for those who joined me on my Facebook page. And thank you for joining me on YouTube. If you have not already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel because this is where the live Shop My Stash is going to be. So for those who don't know, and I'm going to do this really fast, I am going to post in the comments a clickable link, I hope. If you are at all interested, think you might be interested in attending my Shop My Stash, please fill out this form. It is just for me to have the information ahead of time for shopping my stash. Okay. So, hopefully you can click that link. I don't know if it's clickable or not. Can someone tell me if it's clickable? But yes, if you can do that, then when you go to Shop My Stash, one, I know you're interested, and two, I already have your information. So if you don't know, real fast, I'm going to do like 30 seconds, and you get to see my face for this 30 seconds. Ta-da! Okay, so real fast. So shopping my stash is being able to shop all of the things that I have treasure hunted for. I have more stuff than I will ever use in a lifetime. And I get this stuff, one, my patrons. Two, I do vintage bundles. And three, I just love this stuff so much, and half the time I can't help myself. So I want to share that with all of you and I want you to be able to shop my stash. So we are going to have a live sale. Thank you, Sylvia. A live sale on YouTube. Now, patrons will have first dibs. So patrons have their live sale on the 28th, and then it's open to the general public on the 31st. So whatever is left is general public. So patrons will have their own Shop My Stash, and they get first dibs on everything that I have. So please fill out the form. It lets me know you're interested, and it gives me all of your information. And if there is something specific that you're looking for, I will be treasure hunting between now and then. So I will keep my eyes out. I will keep my eyes open and look out for things that you may be hankering for junk journaling. So that is it. That is all I wanted to say. Make sure you follow me in all the places. It will be in the description box. And yeah, so y'all have a blessed night. Bye.